So I just pulled this. I needed to change the strings on my my guitar because they were 20 years old, and I got my little. This was my little suitcase slash guitar base here that I used for my strings and tuner and pedals, whatnot. It's a little and a sticker, and this thing looks like it's from 1950s or something. It's got a lot of character, and opened it up, and there was it's like a Ibanez tube screamer that I probably really didn't need. Clippers. There's it's like a House of Blues. This is probably like the last gig I played since yeah, we're supposed to play with the Popes. Unfortunately, Shane McGowan couldn't come to the United States because somebody died in his apartment or something like that. And your flathead screwdriver, earplug from 1911. This is when they used wood earplugs, actually. And there's a bunch of crap in here. And a slide. Oh, and the capo. Can't forget the capo. This is a good capo, the metal thing. It would come on and off very easily in between songs. So this is the guitar I used for Swagger back in the late 90s, and it's a Hondo. Actually, it's a star body, and I put the neck from a Hondo Les Paul onto the neck of took off the neck of the star body, and I really liked the DiMarzio pickup. It sounded really good, like for like the ballads and stuff. And yeah, there you have it. This is the guitar that made the Swagger album. So I lied. This is actually the guitar I used on the Swagger album when I was a member of the band. It's a Gretsch. I believe it's a reissue I got from a guy in East Los Angeles off the Recycler back before Craigslist, and I've lost my train of thought. I was going to do I went on to Google, and on my Google feed, they give you all the stories that are relevant to you, how they predict what, for some reason it's all Fortnite, because I think my kids play Fortnite all day long. I mean, well, not all. They also play Roblox, I think. Roblox, yeah. Robux are the money you have to spend for Roblox on my credit card. But so I saw Dennis Casey posted a video of Life in a Tenement Square guitar solo, and I was like, wow, Google knows everything. And I was like, wait a minute, I wrote the song and played guitar on that for the studio version, and Dennis is a great guy, and he's probably played that song 1,000 more times than me, at least 1,000 more times, and he has his own take on the solo, and rightly so. I mean, people, they amalgam or make the song theirs and leads, but I thought I would attempt. I just put new strings on this. The strings were 20 years old. I would attempt to do the solo after not playing for 20 years. So my favorite part of the song is actually the beginning, which is there's just like a little thing I do in the beginning. It's goes back to Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, who was a big hero of mine in high school. And I just remember like listening to the Live at Budokan album, and you know, they're like, "All right, Tokyo, will you please welcome epic recording artists?" And in the background you hear like, I'm like, what the hell? What is that? What's that noise? And then it's just like percussive electric noises, and then I went to see them, one of my first concerts, and I noticed that he was just like damping his strings and just hitting the strings. So when we were doing that, I always did a lot of that percussive stuff live, and so the intro on the song starts with the acoustic guitar, and then I just did this thing just where I just damp the strings and just you know, hit the strings without that harmonic ringing. This needs probably to be tuned a little bit. It hasn't been played in a long time, nor have I played in a long time. So that's that. Yeah, that was a cool little moment. It's kind of like sets the tone for the song, from the acoustic part to the heaviness of what comes. And then, and so next up, besides the, you know, you got the little riff in between where it goes, fuck. That's been a while. Let me try that again. That's just a little break in between the verses. And then, so I noticed, on Dennis's solo, he does the sixes that I did. I did a lot of sixes on the album. You know, like you know, it's been a long time. That's my little homage to Down by the Seaside by Led Zeppelin, with, of course, the great Jimmy Page. So anyway, I did sixes all over that album, but I did chromatic sixes on this one, and so see if I can remember this. Yeah, so. Sorry, people. Something like that, but yeah, I was into a lot of, you know, bending strings and stuff on the album. You know, like, you know, Worst Day Since Yesterday. There was a friend of mine had a VHS of Stealing from the Steel. It was about like how you could mimic pedal steel stuff or lap steel stuff, and so there's a lot of that, like, you know, suspended fours and stuff in there, like with the chicken picking, you know, with the pick, the hybrid type of pick where you're and but there you have it. That's anything else, John? I think that's about it for now. Cheers, Slancha, and here's to all the workers, the social workers, the firefighters, the EMTs, that are helping us during this, as we call it in Los Angeles, stay at home safe or something. I don't know. I'm at home and I'm in my bar, so I'm fairly safe. And take care.